Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of, not the episode of DC, but welcome to Movie Review Monday. And this, I'll do Game of Thrones live tomorrow, but for tonight today, it's nighttime, but I'm gonna post it tomorrow. I'm gonna schedule it tomorrow morning before I do the live Game of Thrones recap. With the news first, and then a review of Season 8, Episode 2. But first, just want to say that I've saw Shazam. Well, first I see Captain Marvel, the MCU, and I thought that movie was okay. But this one is way better than Captain Marvel, and it's Shazam. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the rebut, but after this, I'm gonna have to spoil the movie. If you haven't seen Shazam, go see it. But for now, I'll give you my thoughts. I'm gonna go give you my thoughts on those. Okay, here we go. Yep, so thoughts of Zachary Levi as Shazam? Well, I don't mind the costume, but then again, this is really the best. Zachary Levi knows how to done well, and he's action packed, better than Brie Larson in my opinion. No, sure, he may be goofy on, of course, on Shazam. Maybe goofy at times, but at least his comedic gold was perfect timing. That's hey, he is a comedic gold it's so hard trying to talk out loud, but like I say, I'm lost for words. Zachary Levi did better. Well, he's become humorous at times. He had also uplifting, dramatic performance, and of course, his seriousness. How about the seriousness? But now I'm gonna get to what I think of the kids. Well, the kids who are adopted siblings of Billy Baxton. Well, I know Freddie, the one who was on It. I don't know who, like I say, I really don't know who who he played, but I remember It. Maybe I should add not the Anchor FM, but I got a Spreaker right now to talk non-geek. And I could talk about It, Part 2, Chapter 2, Aladdin, and of course, The Lion King, Secret Life of Pets 2, anything. But alas, we will say, I'm going to cut to the chase. The other kids, well, they did good, with comedics, and you had to have sympathy for the older sister. Mary, name, of course, she got into college. But they've been a great help. Billy, well, Freddie is being kidnapped by Professor Sevilla. Well, I think that's his name, Sevilla, the villain of the movie, played by Mark Strong. But the kids did a great job, not just becoming a big part, but also, just remind me of Tim and Lex from Jurassic Park. The scene where Lex is hacking into computers and hack into a computer and turn on the security system and turn on every power. But also they did a good job in a supportive role. Kids may be useless sometimes, but hey, they got skills. Now that's what I'm gonna get to next, is the villain. Now the villain, that's kind of my nitpick. Dr. Silva. This is Dr. Sevilla. Well, first name doesn't sound good, but although he's the main antagonist of the film, the 7 deadly sins, which I'm gonna talk about what kind, and spoiler reviews in a bit, but I don't think he did too bad. Mark Strong, I don't know who he is, but he didn't do too bad, in my opinion. Sorry, stepped on a stick. But yeah, like I say, not too bad. But not great either, but not too bad. And even though, I tell you, that is just, the glasses, but yet I will let you know. Alright, I'm gonna just up on my final thoughts before going to spoiler reviews. Oh yeah, very important to talk about is the story and the premise. Yeah, I kinda like that idea. Billy Batson, the teenage troublemaker, the troublemaking teenager that gets sent to the foster home and get help with one of his foster siblings, and then, of course, and he got a stamp on some old guy and say the symbols. Although it's Shazam, and it turned into a grown man play by Zachary Levi. But although, get taken to foster home, the last resort. I'll talk about that, and I'll give you my final thoughts right about now. Okay, guys, The next one I'm going to be talking about, of course, is of course, my final thoughts. What I think of film in general? Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it's better than Captain Marvel. It is way better than Captain Marvel. He started out as Captain Marvel, and then Marvel has the rights to that name. It becomes Captain Marvel. Mel becomes Captain Marvel, and then he died. He gave it to Carol Danvers. But this one becomes Shazam. I like that premise. I like the cast. I like Zachary Levi. Yes, that's the same guy who played Ryder on Tangled, and of course, the title character of Chuck from NBC. Yeah, and he was also killed off at Thor Ragnarok for this. Just like I give it a 5 out of 5. I mean, that's from the Stardust app. But my real score would be 4.5 out of 5. But don't get me wrong, I gave Captain Marvel a 3 out of 5. The film's okay, but Brie Larson just lacks, movie's good. Well, and the casts are good. The cast choices are the best, but not the Captain Marvel casting. But instead, we get to, Shazam with movies good, heroes good, villain is okay, the kids are good, Foster's kids are good. I say this one is a 4 out of 5. If you do get a chance to go see it, check it out. Okay, guys, I'm sorry if I had to do this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is your warning. If you haven't seen the movie, stop the podcast right now, or you will have to suffer suffer hellish anguish, zippy. It's muddy spoiler. Okay, I'm gonna say 5, 4, 3, 2, Shazam! Okay, the film takes place around Christmas time in Philadelphia. In 1974 with Thad Sevilla, the young one, right along with his dad, the driver, and his older brother Sid as the passenger in the front seat. And then he plays with the 8-ball. But then Sid had ruined it, and it had 7 symbols. And then we see the old wizard guy, who's approached to the young Thad. And of course, he, like I say, he may be young, but then has warned if anyone touches it, as the temptation would be representing the 7 deadly sins. But then the young Thad touched it, but he failed. So he is not the champion. And then he got back in the car, and then measured it up, they almost hit a truck. With his father, let's call him a little you-know-what. It could have killed them, but then the next shark, have impacted them, Sid and Thad survived. But the father, he's been severely injured and he lost a leg. And then we cut to Philadelphia, present day, with Billy Baxton, played by one of the Disney stars of Andy Mack, of course. And he of course go, play some antics around with the police just to look for his mother. But then he locked them and take a joyride at the police car looking for his mom. And then we see him with the nativity scene. The nativity scene, of course, and looking for his mom, but then it was the wrong woman with the name. But then he got busted by the police, of course. And then we got, of course, Shazam. Well, not Shazam yet, but then we go to the woman saying that Billy, of course, is going and try every response from him. They don't want him anymore. But there was one last resort. You see the parents, foster parents. Well, one of them might be Harley. Then we get to meet Mary, Darla, Pablo, and Freddie, played by one of the It child stars and Stranger Things. One of the Stranger Things. Yeah. Like I say, of course, although I'm just saying that of course, you don't like it. You don't like it one bit. And they try to search for his mom, but nope. He threw the notebook away. And then, of course, the next day at the family table, everybody except for Billy joined in for the prayer. And then they went to school. Freddie's a very awkward kid, and then, although he's also crippled, not kidding, he really is crippled because he got one correction on his arm. Then he cannot walk, but he's been bullied. And then Billy Benson has attacked the bullies, but they retaliated. And then one of the kids, of course, used a nunchuck, and then it was there. But then the bullies chased into Billy Baxton. And then he's going right there. But Billy, of course, just helps out with his, Billy doesn't need any help. He just gets to the train station and then the 7 symbols again. Speaking of, we get to the building. Dr. Thad Silva in present day. Of course. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the car, which is much easier. It's much easier. So yeah, there is a part I left off, which is of course the villain. Which is of course the villain of the movie. And then we saw the assistant of his just say with symbols. And then she said, hey, it makes no sense, and then she died. So, yeah. Speaking of, I forgot to mention that. And yeah, it was a quiet. So I had to go in the car for, so everyone can hear my voice. So, yeah. The old wizard remembered him. It's the same kid who grabbed it and then fell into his hand and then he put it on his eye. And yes, and he represents the 7 deadly sins. Even though there are 6 creatures on there. Although there's like 6 of them. Transferred him. But it did, he struck the wizard. Don't worry, the wizard's fine. And now we are back where we started. Where I left off. So yeah, Billy around, the car video. Yeah, like I say, Billy, of course, made the old guy. Gave power to the gods. Well, hey then. I didn't know, but it says those 6 letters into one word, but 2 of them are Hercules and Zeus. The form, Shazam. That turned him into Zachary Levi. Who, of course, knows. Of course, it's the champion. Well, Shazam is. And then, of course, he freaked out. He had freaked out when talking about the, and then his parents are worried. His foster parents are worried sick. And of course, Freddy says, left the dishes, and then here comes Billy in the form of an adult. Just told him to meet outside. And then he was this close. Freddy was this close to call the police on Billy. Well, to find out if unless he's really Billy, he was this close. But then he touched the thunderbolt, and yes, he is, of course, it's Billy. Yeah, sorry, like I say, I apologize for the quieter voice, because everyone is asleep. But, I'm safe in my car. My dad's car, and so I can talk aloud now. So, yeah. And then he has the power of the thunderbolt, and it caused a power outage. So that was the reason a power outage was around 4 hours and 30 minutes at my hometown because of you, Shazam! Like I say, Shazam, you're the reason I got the power outage last weekend. You're the reason why I couldn't finish up because you caused the power outage. You went to Corbin and you caused the power outage. Even though you're in Philadelphia in the movie. Shame! Shame! Too bad I don't have my bell. Shame! Shame! But then they spotted a woman who is screaming in peril, but then had the burglar, but it was the burglar who screamed like a woman. Oh, man. And then we get to the favorite part, the liquor store. The convenience store where with the burglars trying to rob the cashier, but then shoot him. But they realize it's not, just one bullet, and then they recorded a video, and then bulletproof, but they say shoot him in the face, and they listen to the kid. They listen to Freddy, and then... And then, of course, said I'm bulletproof. And then point to the burglars, say, you're dead. Well, no. Yeah, that was funny. They threw him out the window. But then they tried the beer. And they tasted nasty, so they decided to exchange it for junk food and soda, And then the next day at school, of course, the bullies have returned, but their truck aren't here. It was up, but it did not gently float down. But then Freddy just gloat. And then Billy came along. Well, back as a kid. Well, of course, yeah, I skipped out the house scene and Darla, But other than that, not too bad. Well, that scene wasn't too bad, just, And then they played hooky with him turning into Zachary Levi again. With Billy turning into Shazam again. And then they gone to do a montage. A montage of the test. And then every time a villain, of course, every time Freddy just come up with something, he puts it on YouTube. Everybody start loving it, but some people just make fun of him for it. And then the bullies have an encounter with... Oh wait, the villain? Another villain moment? Oh yeah, we're gonna get to the villain moment right now. We see that Professor Sevilla come in unannounced and see his father and the rest of the people, and then he saw his brother Sid. And you know what he did? He just threw his own brother out the window. Really, he just threw his own older brother, out the window. And then he killed every employee with the deadly sins. And then attacked and, asked for like a money or power. And that's greed. And then that guy was out of here. But he did not want to spare his own father. So therefore, he just killed him. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, back to the planning board. And then here comes Shazam. Yeah, so here comes Shazam with so yeah, like I say, here comes Shazam again. But it's back to Billy the Kid and Freddy, and they were countered by the bullies. Well, they say if Shazam doesn't show up, then he's gonna kick his ass. And they told him that they're gonna kick Freddy's ass after. But then Billy gets too tired. And then he later show up as Shazam, not to school, but around the public. Then everybody was really, really glad. Was really glad to see him. But then Billy was trying to call him, but he faked it, and then everybody just avoided him. Avoided Freddy. And then the bullies got something in store for him. And then Shazam just show off the lightning with the theme of Eye of the Tiger. With Eye of the Tiger, the theme for Rocky 3. Yes, it takes place in Philadelphia. So what? Rocky takes place in Philadelphia, and Shazam takes place in Philadelphia. At least it's better than taking place in friggin' Chicago. Because I hate Chicago. But then Freddy has said that he got a soup wedgie. With the wedgie of the underwear, and it was pour hot soup around his groin. And then it was his underwear. And then he showed off too quickly, and then got the bus. Aimed for the bus, and then he was lifting. The bus would fall on him, but hey, he's got the strength. And then he put it down. But then it gets to the argument of Freddy and, well, the dinner scene. I'll get to it in a bit. And although it was a heated argument, and he abandoned him. Freddy had abandoned Billy. But then the villain had confronted Shazam. And he's got the eye of the demon that represent 7 deadly sins. And then the fight scene began with lifting him up in the sky, and then he goes down in the ground. Well, safely, and he can fly, and then the trucks and the cars hit him. And then he's still okay, but here comes the villain. But then they fight under tunnel, and where are they going? The mall with Santa. With the photo of Santa Claus. And then, yeah, I know it's going to be long, but hey, bear with me with this, folks. This is a full spoiler. This is a full recap if you did see Captain Marvel. But, and, with the next funny scene, the toy shop. Of course, the toy shop, and he drew a Batman. Oh, and then he's standing on a piano. The same one from Big. Wow, even Big takes place Big took place in Philadelphia. Well, I'm not sure if it took place in Philadelphia. I mean, I saw Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. And I don't know if, it's a drama about where he plays a lawyer who got fired for having AIDS. But Big is a comedy starring Tom Hanks where he plays a grown-up version of a kid who wishes he was Big, but then his side effect, he's a grown-up and he's Tom Hanks. Jeez, I'm craving for Philadelphia right now. And yes, I want to tell you it's always sunny in Philadelphia, but not wasting time. But when he turned it back into young Billy, then, of course, Freddy was looking for him. But he's been kidnapped by the villain. And And then Billy came out and his mother was very sick, but his father was really pissed. His adopted father was really pissed. And then Billy was really, really sad. And this is why I like the foster kids in this one, because because they started to find out, well, yes, and Mary's been saved, who got into college, but she knows how Shazam knows his name. It was Billy. And then, the toughest moment. And then they did some decrypting, and then found out that his father was T.C. Baxton. And then he sadly, of course, was in jail. And his mother, well, she did not die, but she was in another location. And then here comes the Freddy home. It's a family reunion. Oh my God, it's the villain saying, nice house. But then he changed his mind and it was a total asshole. Well, like I say, I gotta keep it clean. Well, mild profane, But then, young Billy came along and see his mom. And she had found out, after went through a tough divorce, and then see the police with him, gave him a blanket and some hot cocoa. Well, that's nice of them, but she abandoned him. But then she's got a new man, and then told her to hold on to the compass. But then got a call from Freddy. And it was a voicemail from Dad. From Dad Vasila and Freddy. But then here comes Billy. Say this word, Shazam! And turn it to Zachary Levi again. And then Zachary Levi, of course, had arrived home. And he said, kick his ass, Billy! And I laughed. And then he's got to give up. He has to give up his power to give to the villain, and he'll be unstoppable. He will be unstoppable. Of course, to wipe out humanity. But then Billy's got no choice but to give up, but he bled. Well, the villain did, not Shazam. And then the kids came to save the day. Interesting. That's why I like those kids. Those crazy kids, But then they managed to escape. They had managed to escape, but of course they have nowhere to go out. They have nowhere to go. And then just try to remember of where they exited. And yes, they have found the exit before the villain did. They teleported to the carnival. And then Zachary Levi says Shazam turned back into Cyrus I think he's Cyrus. From Andy Mack. I did see Andy Mack. Oh, just because I'm a 20-year-old man, I can't watch can't watch anything with cartoons, because I can't watch cartoons because there's some cartoons that are not for kids. I watch Star Wars vs. Evil and Gravity Falls. But then here he comes, and then the Sins have captured the kids, the foster kids. Then it becomes Shazam. And then yet, here comes the kids. Yeah, and here goes Billy and then the film about him, and they tried to drown him. I was trying to say Shazam, but they can't hear them. And then, here comes Barry with a BB gun. Right, shoot him in the eye. He deflected. He caught it, but it was a distraction to say the words, Shazam! That turned into Zachary Levi. And then he flew into the carnival. And then it was the tiger he wanted as a child. But he told the little girl, hold on to the tiger. Close her eyes. Tell her to close her eyes. And they say everything's going to be alright. But then he just had to give up the will to God. But then, of course, he will not give up it then. And then the wizard who transformed Billy into Shazam say the words, it was the siblings of power. And then he told them, he had the funniest part, and say the words, and they say, Billy! They say, no, what I say when I transform? And then they all say, Shazam! And his siblings, and the Hispanic one, a stud. And Darla, a lot of spunk. And then the Asian, I forgot his name. But then Mary, impressive, both of them. And then we get to Freddy, who don't need a cane for this one. Who don't need a crutch for this one. And he is so awesome. They have saved people, and of course, from the deadly sins. And then Zachary Levi, it is Shazam, of course, just goes and goes and goes. The villain is just ignore him. But then they have a final confrontation. And then you're not going to believe it, folks. Yes, we have greed, lust, and glutton, and of course glutton, and yeah, I forgot the other two, but the one that's sad, Vazilla have, of course, is envy. He is envy. And then without envy, he falls. And then Billy says Shazam. Oh wait, Zachary Levi says Shazam, turns back into Billy. And Thad falls, and then Shazam! And then he saved the villain. But he's got to do one thing, go back to the carnival with the aftermath. There's those other 6 deadly sins. And then he just grabbed his hand, with the electric, and got his eye out. Everybody was impressive, except for it. I'm going to say, that is gross. But then he tried to put in his eye, and then, psych! And then psych, of course, he got him. And then everybody just gave Billy and his siblings that are now superheroes standing ovation. And then with the interview, they get their own lair. Of course. But then after their hero days, and one of the reporters got an interview with Santa. And that was funny. It was actually funny. And then Billy just want to join in. Just want everyone to join in with him for a prayer. Yeah, the first one he didn't do it. And then the second one he didn't do it. Have an argument with Freddie. Then Freddie made up. Freddie and Billy made up already. And then, of course, he led the prayer. And then, go to school. Everybody just looked at him, not impressed. Shazam is a no-show. And the bullies just bullied him. But, never fear, his siblings are here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Wait, where's Billy? Oh, there's Shazam. Now everybody's so really impressed. But then it ends with a guest superhero, Superman. And he's like, ah! And then we go to the credits. And then we get to the post. We get to the post-production. We get to the mid-credit scene with Professor Vallis was just doing symbols. But then he couldn't remember. And he yelled in agony, no! But then there's the caterpillar. From the ruins. In the Shazam lair. From the ruins. And it talked. Oh my god. It talked. It had talked. And I don't know what to say. Well, I don't know if he's gonna come back or the caterpillar's gonna be the villain in Shazam 2. So yeah, I'm gonna go check it. And yes, I really did enjoy the movie. Alright, it's time to end this review. And end the episode. Okay, guys, that's gonna about it for another movie review Monday. Sorry I had to talk quiet, but a full review, about 6 minutes. Now I'm here, and I'm home. Alright, guys, that's good about it for movie reviews. It'll be uploaded, and then after that, it's gonna be Monday Thrones. I'll see you guys next time. And I'm going to bed.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.